make the world better. You've got to do it now.
There are 6, not 5. There's no us without him.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Chris C. Collects, and we have the Justice League Zack Snyder's MEZCO Toys 3-pack. This has been, we've been waiting on this basically for 2 years since we pre-ordered it back in March of 2021. So this has been long awaited, and it's finally here. Kind of surprised me. Got here like a day earlier, so I was just excited to just get a live live review, and get my real reaction to everything and unboxing this long awaited 3-pack. So it does come in a tin. And it's a very big tin, given it's 3 figures in there. So it kind of takes up the entire screen, entire frame. The background I have is just, it's bigger than my laptop right there. So, yeah, let me go ahead and unbox it, and I'm excited. Take this tape off right here. No, here's the background. It's a pretty cool shot. Go ahead and take that plastic off so you guys can see the graphic a little better. There you go. That's pretty sick. So it's in that black and white. I actually never watched the movie in black and white in that version that was released, but it is pretty cool though. It's kind of like the Logan release, no release. I did get that and watch it. It's pretty cool. Gives a nice aesthetic to movies, for sure. All right, let's open this tin up. So it looks like the first figure on top is gonna be Flash. All right. You get instructions right here. It's the Batman battering right there. And then the Flash effects. And then your standard 112. Like intro to the company and all that. Oh, okay. I did not see the rest of the figures. So they're just all laid out on the same tray, with their accessories, their hands in the bottom, and then their head sculpts right beside them. So that's cool. Alright, I'm trying to... Alright, and then the second tray is going to be the MEZCO stands, and bases, lightning effects, mother box, and then batarangs and stuff. Batteries right here in the corner, and then the bags that you can put the stuff in. So that's it. So there's only 2 trays, which is nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, cool. Go ahead and take a look at the figures themselves. Jeez. So, all in plastic, kind of standard for MEZCO. Alright, so I'm going to start off with Flash. Out the box, first impressions, he looks pretty cool. I personally do not like the Ezra Miller version of the Flash, but I am liking this suit. It looks tactical. It looks very cool. Um, there's a very like he's tan, so he's not very pale looking. Like he kind of looked in the promo pics. The red's a nice red. Um, you get that screen printed pants right here that look pretty cool, and in between like the shoulders. All right, so again, first impressions. Looking at the Batman. Um, so you get his unmasked head sculpt out the gate. It's kind of there, kind of not. Let's get that light closer. It really does not look like Ben Affleck. Does it look good for a Batman head sculpt? For a Bruce Wayne adaptation? Sure. Yeah, sure you can do that. But it kind of doesn't really look like Ben Affleck. It's similar to him, but doesn't really look like him. If that makes sense. The suit, it's kind of got a sheen to it. In the promo pics, it looked more like cloth, but it makes sense that everything is like screen printed. So, it looks very cool. I'm not really a fan of this Batman version adaptation, but it looks cool. Will I keep him? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. And then, as I said, the Flash looks really cool. He looks good. First impressions are pretty cool in this guy. But yeah, you see that articulation, the torso is just terrible. And then you're gonna get joints. You have joints right here for the legs instead of cloth, which is not huge, big deal, I guess, but they could have put cloth between it and for the elbows too. So the elbows and the knees, I think we saw in the promo pics that it was going to be joints instead of cloth in between those. So the only cloth you get is in between the hips and the thighs, right there, and the shoulders. Everything else is just plastic. All right. For Superman, he's very tan. I think he looks pretty good. The sculpt is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I think it's way better. Sorry, I think it's way better than the original BVS version that they released, sculpt wise and skin tone wise. Yeah, this is pretty solid. The suit, it's nice. It's less 3D as the original BVS, but I think the shoes, the boots are the same. And obviously the cape is not the same because it has that kind of that zip tie, that very, that 99 cents zip wire or wire in there. You know what I'm talking about? I have like a set of orange ones that I got like a 300 pack for, and they're like flat, and they got the bending. That's what it feels like. It's not very strong, but since the cape is like light, I guess you can make it work. You get it standing up tall like that somehow. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm kind of on the fence about the symbol right here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that high or that small. But you know, the cool nerds that know the the height and size of the symbol, let me know in the comments if this is actually like accurate. It looks good, um, but I don't know. I feel like it's yeah. It looks good though. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at accessories. All right, for Superman, kind of get fist, the laser eye head sculpt, and another snarling head sculpt. I'll show you guys that. So let's just do the laser eye. First impressions, pretty good. I like it. So he's got that like that angry look that he had in the movie. He's snarling right here. You guys can see that. Yeah, he's got that. You know, that face. Very angry face. So that looks pretty good. Does it pop out? I do not think it pops out. I think that is stuck in there. Because if it wasn't, they probably wouldn't have put it in the head sculpt package. So then you got the snarling head sculpt. Looks pretty good. It's alright actually, like skin tone wise it looks fine. But the mouth area, it's pretty bad. Get a light on that. You guys can see that. Yeah, it does not look the best. Yeah, I probably would not use that head sculpt. So, and then you get these hands, flat hands, and kind of dynamic display hands. All good there. Pretty simple, straightforward, Superman. Alright, we'll move on to Batman. With Batman, Batfleck. Get to pose this guy a little bit. All right. Okay. Come on, broski. Okay. Why you? Alright, so you get two other head sculpts. Get this stoic looking one. Looks pretty good. It's very flat, which is not bad. It looks good. It's very matte. You get gloss for the eyes. That looks really good. Skin tone looks good. Skin tone actually looks a bit darker than the actual cow. Like the mouth area, obviously, like it looks just slightly darker, which is not a huge deal, but something to notice. And then second head sculpt. That's more angry, snarling face. Focus. That doesn't look bad. That actually works. The mouth looks doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think it's better than the Superman snarling face for sure. Would not be surprised if you see a whole bunch of those Superman snarling faces on eBay for sale. So, then you get the hands and the grappling hook right here. Battering holding hands, the dynamic hands, and then grip hands, and then also grip hands specifically, I'm guessing, for the battering right here. Not battering, sorry. Bat claw. Alright, for Flash. Get him stand up. You get hands, you get, kind of like flight hands, dynamic hands, and then a pointing hand with fist. All the figures have fist on them by default. So, that's just pretty standard, I guess. It's enough. Alright, also something I forgot to go over is this head sculpt. So, I'm guessing it's supposed to be a angry-looking, snarling Flash. His mouth just looks open. That's the only difference compared to this one. So, like, his mouth is just slightly open, showing a little bit of teeth. It really doesn't look good. I mean, this figure is basically a museum piece. You can't really get in any dynamic poses. He's basically aesthetically pleasing, and that's it. He can stand straight up and down. There's no ab articulation. Legs is very minimal. He can't do the splits. That's as far as he goes, literally. This is a terrible Flash figure. I'm sorry. But honestly, I figured that, and also I could care less about this version of Flash, or this adaptation of Flash. So, no hate against the actor or anything. I don't like the adaptation, so I don't like the take on it, basically. So I'm fine with parting ways, or maybe figuring out some way to use parts for a custom or something. All right, go ahead and show you guys the second tray. What comes with that? So, I kind of showed you. Try not to have everything fall out. So you get these lightning effects for Flash. I'm guessing the instructions will show you how to use these, where to put them or how to put them on. My guess is these are for the legs, and these are for the arms. Or you can actually just put them wherever you want. They're pretty flexible for the most part. I'm not gonna try it, but they're flexible enough to where they won't snap right away, or they have a little bit of give. I'm not gonna twist it and turn it, but these looks pretty cool. Kind of on the dull side, but that's fine. I'm sure photographers can make it work with some extra lighting. Let's go put that back, because I'm not gonna use it right now. And then you get the mother box right here, which looks really cool. I'm sure I will put the batteries in here in a second. Show you how it looks lit up. Yeah, grappling hook. Sorry, grappling. I say bat claw. Same bat claw, grappling hook. Same thing. I'm smoke bombs, I'm guessing. Extra batarangs, hooks. I'm not sure, is that? So for the Rodman, they gave, is it just regular? Oh, okay. See, that's why I was, let me check if it's a wire or is it a, so it's not a wire that you can like pose, but let's see, can we pose it? Can we manipulate it? A little bit, actually. That's not bad. And it's not thick. So it looks really good. And you can have it displayed up like that. And you can port it into the grappling hook. So that's cool. That's better than just the old yarn hooks that we used to get or got with like the Sovereign Knight and the Supreme Knight and all the other Batman. So that's good. Yeah, I had to make sure and check that because I was like, that's a good display option. Alright. And then the bases, they got Zack Snyder, Justice League. Looks pretty good. Pretty straightforward. Arms, bags, and that's pretty much it. Go ahead and get these batteries in for you guys and show you how the mother box looks. Alright, so straight out the gate, getting this door off was kind of a pain. So it's like pegged in there. So just like I started in this corner right here, and you know, just pried it out evenly everywhere until it gave some way, and then you want to like take it out straight because this plastic doesn't seem the most durable. I didn't want to like scratch it with my nails, but if you have nails, like a little bit of give, it would definitely help. So then you're gonna go ahead, clip it like that, and put the batteries in.
A few moments later.
Line it up like so. Alright. So the little switch is gonna be right there. There you go. Just turn the light off. That looks pretty cool. I will not lie. That looks pretty cool. It looks a lot better in the camera because it kind of has that glare. But in person, you can see like the light bulb, like just straight on all four sides, just coming straight out. Oh, actually, sorry. So this bottom part, obviously where the battery is, it's not gonna have light. So you probably want to face it like that. It's got light everywhere else on the other. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's very dope. We go over articulation. Superman. First, arm goes about that high. Got bicep swivel. Elbow joints more than 90 degrees. You got wrist rotation, pretty standard, very smooth. Upper torso is very smooth, very good. Back that much, and forward that much, which is pretty outstanding. Total with the waist, back that much and forward that much, and that was very, very smooth, very smooth. Legs, right there, it's fine, not bad. Then more than 90 degrees, pretty good. Boot swivel with an ankle. Still got those clown shoes, which I guess is now a problem with a lot of MEZCO figures. Yeah, that's super. That looks super. That is like ridiculously long. It looks kind of weird for sure. Yeah, looks very weird. But that's kind of like a minor gripe, to be honest. I don't know. So getting him to like that. For some reason, this ankle doesn't want to give me any give. It's kind of tight. Yeah. So that's can't really get his toes pointed down as much as I'd like to, but it's decent. You work with it. Batman. I'm sorry, I didn't even show you guys the head. Go ahead, back. He looks up very, very well. Look at that. Straight up. With the neck and the head. Looks all the way back for great flight poses. It's nice. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Sorry. So that's good. And then he looks all the way down. Very nice. And then for Batman, let me get at least one other head sculpt. See if there's a difference. With unmasked, he looks up that much. Yeah. Looks down that much. Yeah. Okay. And then with the masked, he looks down that much. And looks up that much. Which, honestly, I think is worse than the unmasked. You get a little bit more. I guess it's about the same, actually. Never mind. Yeah, it's about the same with either head. You get tilt. But, you know, the neck is kind of thick, so you can't really get him looking back that much. Shoulders go up to about there. Bicep swivel. A little bit more than 90 degrees. And then no gauntlet swivel, but wrist swivel. Standard. Torso. So there's no torso articulation, but there is a waist articulation. Ab crunch. It's gonna be that much. And then back, like nothing. Yeah, he's straight up. Can't move any further back. Legs, that much. Knees, slightly a little bit more than 90. And then ankle, actually boot swivel, nice. Boots actually look pretty nice. Ankles, very stiff. Very stiff. Barely any give. And that, I mean, you get about that much, which is not a lot. But you have display stand, so supplement that. But yeah, up and down, it's pretty bad. It kind of, yeah. Like this one is a lot more smoother than this leg. It's a lot smoother, and you could get a little bit more range, a little bit more up and down. versus this one's like super stiff. Yeah. So that's that. And then for flash, your lookup about that much. So pretty straight, which is not good. If you want to be doing running poses with this guy, kind of want him to look straight up as much as possible. Yeah, that's not good. And then down, you can't look down either. Side to side, tilt, it's okay. Yeah, that's kind of, so it's kind of plastic. It's not, you don't really have a lot of range of motion with this head. For arms, up about that much. You got like straps here that help keep the shoulder pad on, which is nice. Elbows more than 90 degrees. No bicep swivel. Wrist swivel. Torso articulation is kind of not there. Obviously, the armor, it's one solid piece. Yeah, you can hinge at his hips about that much, and then back that much. You got the crotch piece right there. Legs that much. Yeah. I'm gonna probably end up either taking this off or selling this guy and getting the Robotech, to be honest. Knees more than 90, double jointed, and then ankles. You move like that's pretty. You move down that much, up that much. No toe joint, which, you know, that would have been nice. Yeah, definitely not a dynamic flash at all. You know. So that's articulation, all three. Definitely the worst. And then he's all right. His torso, chest articulation is non-existent. So that kind of sucks. But Superman's pretty good. Superman's definitely the best, probably the best figure out of this three. When it comes to, I guess, articulation, accessories, it kind of depends. It kind of sucks that you can't get Flash into really dynamic poses with like running, because you can't really look up or down. So, but I would give this 3-pack a 7. But it's fine for me because I bought the 3-pack originally for this guy. So I'm not bummed out. I might sell these two. If you guys want them, shoot prices my way. Or I might make them to customs, which is also a possibility. I'll have to cook up some ideas. I'm not sure about Flash though, because the figure kind of sucks. I'll go ahead and just rate. So I give Flash 5, Batman a 7, and then Superman 8.5. Pretty solid, pretty good. Yeah. All right. And that is the Justice League 3-pack by MEZCO. All right, I'm going to do some comparisons with Superman. Let's see how he stacks up next to the recent release counterpart. So there you go. Pretty nice contrast. Similar in height. Pretty similar in build. Shoulders are a little bit higher. Maybe he looks a little bit more bulkier. His legs are maybe a little bit longer. But I will say the boots are nicer on this guy. And the ankles are smoother. His feet don't look super clowny and skinny and long. But like the figure itself, they're both smooth with the joints and everything. And they're fun to, pose around. And they look good. But of course, the Superman has a ton of accessories and options, so this is a really great release, Superman. This is decent if you really like Henry Cavill, you like the black and silver suit. This is a go-to. Okay. And then stacked up next to another Batman, the Supreme Knight. Batman's a little bit taller, actually. Which, comic book wise, that really wouldn't work. He's a pretty small Superman, considered this scale. But, if you have Superman up in the air, it's not going to matter if he's in the flying pose or something. Or if you have Batman in a dynamic pose, like height really doesn't matter. So I really got the Superman hoping that I can display these two. Either like fighting each other. I'm gonna have fun with that. This is my display. Just these two. Probably shooting lasers at each other. So that's gonna be very dope. I think it stacks well. By the way, this is the best Darkseid ever. Just saying. We just compare actually like all three to a couple other figures. That's a good scale right there. I think that those two scale well. Obviously, Ezra Miller and Flash is not the biggest figure. Batman being the bulkiest and beefiest boy. It works. And I think they all look pretty good in terms of aesthetics. Yeah. Go ahead and scale Batman as well. This is the Supreme Knight. Supreme Knight's a real beefy boy. So he's slightly a bit taller than the Justice League Batman. Then Sovereign Knight. Pretty similar. But man, that Sovereign Knight looks really good. I think all MEZCO collectors know that. So that is that. Just for fun. Scale him against my custom Martian Manhunter. Looks pretty good. Let's scale all of them actually. Whoa. That's a strike. There you go. Pretty sick. So, almost complete with my Justice League collection. The last piece would definitely be Cyborg. I might possibly get Robin. He looks like a really cool release. It comes with a lot of accessories, so I'll take a look at that eventually. And then, so my Justice League collection is almost complete. All right, some more things to mention. Both capes for Superman and Batman. The wires are going to run only on the top, nothing below or in between. And then for these effects, they basically work like clip-ons. So clipping around the bodies between them that you can just port into the figure for like the torso, arms, and legs, as you can see here. So that looks cool. It's just a bummer that you can't really get him into very dynamic poses like they promoted. So that sucks and is pretty misleading. But of course they have the small text that those are just promos and anything can change. So that's the risk you take. So overall, I would say Superman, Batman are the stars of this pack, obviously, in terms of quality and even just popularity. So, yeah. I'm not really disappointed. Mainly, again, did it for Superman. So I'm not really... It's whatever to me. I'll use these guys for parts or customs. If you would like to, go ahead and comment which is your favorite and least favorite figure out of this 3-pack. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Definitely putting more content out, customs and hot toys that are coming soon whenever they ship, just like such as the Vader and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So appreciate you guys again. Take care. Do what you love. Chrissy Collects, signing off.